You still have the logo up.
Well, since I've been feeling
like a year.
since I've been feeling better, I want to start getting more active with it again. Good morning. Today, well, I know it's been a while, but I'm still recovering from my back injury, unfortunately. But today, it's my birthday, and we're gonna do a short mile overnight backpacking trip. We are in northern central-ish PA. There is a trail up here it's got the reputation of being one of the best trails in PA that you've never heard of, and we're going to do a small portion of it. But it is the Green Monster Trail System. Now, this trail system, they do like trail running races up here, but looking forward to it. The weather's changed a lot. We're going to get less rain than they originally called for, and temps will be okay today, a little on the chillier side, especially tonight, but tomorrow is supposed to be beautiful and warm. And we have Kurt with us, we have Krizakoni with us, and we have Panda over there. So super excited to have this group together. We haven't seen Kriz since we did Dolly Sods, but yeah, gonna grab the packs and hit the trail very soon. We've been up on the ridge, and this has been a fantastic walk so far. It's all moss covered. Spin you around, let you see. So it's a nice cushy walking path, and there is some green popping through. But one of the nice things about this trail is that it's one of the least rocky trails in PA, and so far it's definitely holding true to that. For me, still trying to get back to like a normal baseline of things, this is a nice trail. I'm pretty happy about it. We've been on the trail for about 2 hours now. I'm not sure how far we've gone, not really paying attention to that, just kind of going and stopping when the body needs us to stop, and just going that way. We have all day to get to our campsite, so there's no rush. But it's funny, Panda made a realization that this is the first PA trail that isn't the AT or a spur of the AT that Chris has done. So it's kind of interesting. She was trying to figure out if he knew what to do with a blaze that wasn't white.
It's yellow. I actually don't know.
Yellow, doesn't
Yellow
that...
blazing. That's kind of like getting in somebody's car.
Yeah, yellow blazing is totally different when you're doing the AT or like the PCT. But this has been a very nice hike so far. Aside from that initial climb, everything else has been pretty smooth. Even the descent down into this valley, very nice. Like for like Pennsylvania, even like our least rocky trails, you expect like, you know, the occasional rock garden here or there. We saw one very small rock garden that was like maybe like 4 feet long, but just the greens that are out, like I'm a big fan of all the water features. This is quickly becoming a spot I'd recommend, and especially like you take your time on that climb, break when you need to, take the pack off when you need to. For those of you that are less conditioned or just beginning, it's a nice spot. This is our first legitimate stream crossing. Oh, that's a deep one. coming down into this little valley. There's a little convergence of a few streams all meeting together, continuing on. But this area is filled with like mossy goodness and pretty easy hiking. It's weird because you get used to like some of the stereotypical trails that Pennsylvania gets known for, but this is nothing like those. Like, I mean, I know the AT gets a bad rap through our state, but some of these other trails are just top notch. Honestly, the worst thing about this so far, aside from that first climb we did, that we had to like take really easy and slow, is just navigating some of the mud. And despite all the recent rain, even that's not that bad. I figure before I conceal my hammock with the tarp, I'd give you a quick look at the makeshift camp. As awesome as this trail has been so far, the camping spots have been a little rough. A lot of the ones we've seen are really close to the road. We dropped down and did a little stream crossing to get to where we're at now. Up that way is the climb for tomorrow, which we'll be doing first thing in the morning. But that's going to be the roughest part of the day. And then we did more miles today, so tomorrow's hike out will be nice and short. So there's this old service, like forest, like, I don't know, probably like an old log road of some sort that's no longer on the map, doesn't go anywhere. And this is the best place we're able to find, because we have that tent and we have Chris Oconi's tent right there. And that's where I am at, looking over the stream. But we did see a few other spots before we got here that we could have made work, but I think out of everything we saw along the way, this is definitely the best. This will be home for the night. Camp's all packed up. Well, I guess almost all packed up.
I didn't know it was a race.
It's early. I think it's only like, is it even 8 yet?
7:40.
So it's 7:40. We only have like 4 miles and then we're done for the trip. Good night. It definitely got down lower than we were expecting originally, but everyone did pretty good. No one really had any issue staying warm, so nice that everyone was prepared. But if it would have dropped down too much lower, like if it would have dropped down mid-low 20s, might have been a problem. But yeah, so gotta get moving here. Nice thing is, it's still chilly. It's still like right around freezing, creeping its way to 40. But we're gonna start this climb, get the blood pumping, and warm up real quick here. So we are at the tail end of the hike, and it has been pretty much like this the whole way. I mean, if you've never been out here, this is totally worth coming to check out. With how much green we're seeing now in May, when everything grows in, I can definitely see why they call this the green monster. It's just everything is so green. But for anyone that wants to come check this out, the blazes are terrible. You find one every once in a while. I think through the whole little loop that we've done over the last 2 days, the turns, I think we saw like 3 of them that were actually blazed for a turn. Between all of us, like, someone's using All Trails. Kurt made a custom Maprika map for this, and him and I have been using that, which he did a good job making it. It's pretty accurate, but those have been super helpful, because we even found a trail yesterday that wasn't even on the map. It just went off in a random direction. We're assuming it might have been like a side trail going up to the summit of the one mountain, but that's really the only negative thing I can say about this place. The blazing is terrible, and that's it. Beautiful trail. Aside from some of the climbs and descents, pretty easy trail. The end here is a lot of water crossings, but that's something to keep in mind, just in case you're not a fan of getting your feet wet. Plan accordingly. But I can see why this place gets labeled as the one of the best unknown trails in PA. And even for myself, with still being in recovery from the back issue, I'm feeling pretty good. Of course, you know, my pack weight, all that stuff I've kept within the doctor's guidelines, and even like mileage and difficulty of terrain. So it's totally doable depending on what kind of limitation you might be going through at the moment. Looking for something different in PA, come check it out. It's so under the radar that I think when we were looking on YouTube for like research, we found like 1 video or 2 videos, and they didn't really show much of the trail. Oh, that's a good one. This one looks deep. This is considerably deep, and right here is going to be probably very slippery. Oh. Let's take a peek at the waterfall right over here.